I'm breaking my fast this morning, and this is how I'm breaking my fast. Last night we stopped by, what's the name of this place? And I ordered chicken fried steak. This is what I got. This is not a chicken fried steak. This is a mess that they have put together, that they went and bought at the store, I'm sure, and put in the microwave. That is not a steak in there. I'm very disappointed. It was like the middle wasn't even heated up. They gave me two of them on top of each other. Okay, so I'm heating this up. I'm going to eat it this morning. Here's my salad. I have put some pecans in there, some cheese, and that's just a spring mix. And I just put it basically all over my plate. Under it, I have some broccoli and cheese that I have left over. And then there were a few potatoes left on the plate that I also put on here. But this is going to be my breakfast this morning. I'm going to finish eating this here nasty chicken fried steak, because this stuff cost me almost, well, it cost 42 bucks. 42 bucks for that crap. Probably add in a couple of strawberries just to make it sweeter. Everything on the table. Gotta clean it off. This is this food. I'm disappointed in this steak. Nowhere near a steak that I would cook and serve to anybody.
Sasha from her apartment and then zigzags through the streets to a neighborhood pub. Inside, Monroe gets in touch with his inner child by playing some.
I love the salad. It is so good.
After having lost all his quarters, Sasha invites her heroes back to her place. They bounce up the stairs and disappear behind closed doors. With more than enough information, Cheater's agents call it a day and return to headquarters to compile the footage. Coming up, the confrontation.
With her boyfriend's secret behavior fully documented, Cheaters presents the findings to Luke. Drained by work, she hopes to discover a way to rescue her relationship. Lear, thanks for being with us. I know these circumstances aren't easy, and they've been very stressful for you. Our detectives have some information that they thought it was important for you to see, and important for you to see quickly. Are you prepared to go forward and find out what information we have? Our investigation began outside of Kevin's place of employment. He exits the building, gets into his car, drives around to the front, picks up a young lady. From there, they head over to a restaurant, enjoy a drink or two for happy hour, before he gets
Oh yeah, I'm sure she have too.
That will be assumed to be her apartment. He wants her inside. It goes in for a few minutes. Hops into his car. And returns home.
You can get that lick.
And they go directly to a bar. From our interior surveillance, we were able to capture the movements between the two of them. They enjoy some music, a few drinks. They leave. Go to a nearby establishment. We can see, obviously, the two of them have something in addition to them. And that's where he stayed for a large part of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'll let
Yeah.
Findings, accusation method. Coming up, the confrontation. Uh-oh. So I will start with exhaustive verification of the suspect's neuroelectric and stuff like that. Okay. Keisha about the severity of the matter. Value reduction control. Keisha sets her sights on the final and permanent solution. Keisha, the reason that we contacted you today is that our detectives have information that may put some of the pieces of this puzzle together. Are you prepared to view?
Early in our investigation, we have a detective stationed outside of Derek's place of employment. This afternoon around lunchtime, we see him exit the building, walk across the street to a parking lot where evidently there was a young woman waiting for him. They walk across the parking lot over to a fast food restaurant. They grab some lunch items. He walks her back to her car.
Well, that's what it says it's supposed to be. Does it seem like cube steak to you? Mine does not taste like no damn cube steak. Tastes like remanufactured. What's up? It's Keto Granny. Anyhow, I'm relaxing back in the back room again. Seems like I'm doing this a lot more here lately just because of the weather and everything. But I was sitting here and I'm studying and researching why the keto diet is so much harder to get results from the second time around. I notice a lot of people say that they tried keto, lost a bunch of weight, they went off of keto, and when they went back to the keto diet, it didn't work for them. I have had the hardest time getting my body to adapt back to the ketogenic lifestyle. And what I mean by that is I have went in and out of ketosis so much. If you do that, what you do is wreck your metabolism. So I have basically, I feel, wrecked my metabolism, and I have to get it back right. And that's going to take a lot of work. And I believe that that's what a lot of you have done. If you have did the ketogenic diet before, and then you went back to do the ketogenic diet and you didn't have any results, or you found it very, very hard to lose weight on the ketogenic diet, is because you have ruined your metabolism. Is not as good as it was when you did the ketogenic diet the last time. And it's like that because you have went in and out of the ketogenic diet so much. I read and I heard a lot of people say it doesn't matter if you go in and out of keto because it's not going to hurt you. Well, maybe it's not going to hurt you per se, but it's hurting your metabolism, and that is hurting you. So during the ketogenic diet, there are some things, if you're going back to it the second time, that you're going to have to do in order to get results on the ketogenic diet and start seeing results. When you first start the ketogenic diet, the first place that your body burns fat is in your liver. That's the first place your body is going to burn fat, is in your liver. And then from there, it's going to go to your body fat. And a lot of weight that comes off at first when you start the ketogenic diet, that's water. That is water weight. So remember those things. You got the water weight that comes off at first when you start, and then your weight loss will slow down. Almost guaranteed that that will happen. And then you have the fat that your liver is burning, and then it will go to burning fat on your body. So this is something to think about if you are one who has a tendency to go in and out of ketosis. Now I know I did because I heard it didn't really, hurt you that bad. So if I felt like I wanted to have something that had, how do I want to say, that wasn't all the way keto, I had it. But now I put myself in the category of one of those people who have been in and out of ketosis so much that my metabolism has really, really slowed down. And I believe that that is why I have had so much trouble getting back into my weight loss groove since I started doing strict keto again. And then I can't say I'm doing strict keto because I still have a lot of foods, if I'm doing strict keto, that I need to take out of my diet. I prefer to eat as healthy as I can, be as healthy as I can, live as healthy as I can. But then there are certain foods that I am used to eating, and they're not harmful or anything. So those are some of the foods that I like to keep in my diet. And these are foods that I was brought up on, the cultural foods. That's one thing that I like about the ketogenic diet, because you can eat your cultural foods on the ketogenic diet. Now, some of them you may have to make a little differently, but you can still eat those foods and enjoy the foods that you are used to eating. You don't have to go out and get a whole brand new diet, start eating a whole bunch of brand new and different foods that you're not used to eating, and starting the diet like that. No. What you want to do is basically cut your carbs. Cut your carb intake is mainly what you want to focus on if you're doing the ketogenic lifestyle or the ketogenic diet. Focus on that. Add in more vegetables to your diet. And when I say more vegetables, I mean a lot more vegetables. And look for good vegetables, leafy green vegetables, cruciferous vegetables, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, spinach, arugula, Swiss chard, all of those type of vegetables. You want to avoid things like corn, especially corn. You want to avoid sweet peas, tomatoes, those type of vegetables, beets, carrots, because they have natural sugars. Their glycemic index is high, but you want to avoid those type of sugars. Now, if you have a high metabolism, you can add in some of those things back to your diet. I'm an occasional squash eater. I'm an occasional tomato eater. And I have some beets that I will eat occasionally. I haven't had any in a long time, but I bought some beets because beets have some good benefits to them. And so I felt like every now and then I can have some beets. But watch the vegetables that you eat and make sure that they are good vegetables. You can get a keto vegetable list. Just research it, that you can download. It's a keto vegetable PDF. You can download it, and it has a lot of different vegetables that you can eat on the ketogenic diet. And I bet you'll find a lot of vegetables on there that you already eat. A lot of people think that they have to start eating differently as far as the foods. No, you don't have to do that on keto. You don't have to do that on keto. Like I said, you can still eat your foods that you're used to eating, your cultural foods, and then you can also try many, many new dishes on keto. For me, salmon was a new dish for me on keto. Where I come from, we ate fish like perch and crappie and catfish and things like that. So salmon wasn't anything big on my radar as far as eating fish. But I love salmon now. I love salmon. So that was something that I had to develop a taste for. And I love fish. I love eating fish now, depending on the type of fish it is, but my favorite fish is salmon. So your eating habits and your taste buds, they may also change when you start eating the ketogenic diet. I don't know, but I found keto, I had more variety because since I knew that I was dieting, I wanted to eat different foods. When I say different foods, more foods. Like I didn't really like asparagus. But once I became keto and I started learning about vegetables, the different properties, the different benefits of the vegetables, and foods really do matter, the type of foods that you eat. A lot of people don't believe that, but different foods that you eat do have different benefits. Some have good benefits, some have bad things that they do to you. So it's really good to know what you're putting in your mouth and what you are eating. And then as you're buying foods, be sure and read the labels. I know sometimes when I'm buying foods, I'll get home and read the label and say, wow, if I had read the label a little bit better in the store, then I wouldn't have bought that. But see, what I do a lot of times also, I watch a lot of these YouTube videos and I see people buying certain products. So when I go to the store, I'll just automatically buy those products, to try those products or use those products, because in my mind now, it's a keto product because I've seen others use it. But once I look on the back and read that label, it is not as keto friendly, as I thought it was, or anything like that. You all will see me when I'm doing my grocery hauls a lot. Then I'll look at the label and say, oh, I should have read that label a little bit more in the store, because I see this and this and this on there, and I know those things aren't the best things for you to eat. So, I would have made a different choice, or just make some of those things at home myself, homemade. That way you know exactly what you're getting in the foods that you're eating, even if it's a fat bomb, which to me is more like a keto candy, basically, or something like that. Normally it's sweet, the ones that I use anyway. So when I make them, I usually make my keto coconut fat bombs. I usually make those myself, but I haven't made any keto candy here in a long time. When I do make some, I want to make some keto caramels with some chocolate and some pecans and some walnuts. But when I do that, I will share that with you. Anyhow, this is Keto Granny. Just wanted to stop in to say hello. See how you doing? See how you doing? I got up and I weighed this morning because I just wanted to see what my scale was doing. And I had gained a few pounds. Like I say, my scale goes up and down. So I said I'm going to put my scale up again. And I'm not going to weigh for the month of March. The scale had went up a couple of days ago. And then when I got on the scale this morning, it went down about 1.5 pounds, maybe about close to 2 pounds. But it was enough that it gave me encouragement to say, okay, I'm putting the scale away and I'm not going to be getting off and on the scale. Okay. And I want to be able to show a good weight loss when I do weigh. I want to show at least a 10-pound weight loss the next time I get on my scale. At least a 10-pound weight loss. And I feel like I'm going in the right direction just because I see my scale coming down, but also because I see my clothes fitting differently. I can look in the mirror. I see that my waist is smaller. I can take my measurements and see that I've lost a little bit, in different areas of my body. But I've also gained some in a couple of areas too. But stay focused on your weight loss journey. Don't give up, no matter what your scale is doing. Remember, you have non-scale victories. Look at your non-scale victories also, because you'll need those to get through. Also, your scale does not always agree with what you're doing and what you're putting out. Remember that, okay? So, I am going to get ready to close out this video. I'm being lazy today. Like I said, I'm studying. Also, I'm running some videos and different playlists and everything. I'm working on getting monetized on my YouTube channel. So if you would, please watch my videos, share, comment, give me some ideas on my videos, things that you would like to see, things that you would like for me to do, more cooking videos, more recipes, more information about keto, intermittent fasting, showing you more comparisons to myself and how my weight loss journey is going, my ups, my downs. I mean, what are you interested in? What are you having problems with? Those are the things that I like to talk about, because I have a lot of different problems also with the keto, not with the keto diet, but living the keto lifestyle. I go through different things, ups and downs on a lot of things. So if you have some questions that you want to ask me, if you feel like I may have some information about anything that you need or anything that you want to share with me, just put it below in the comments. Put it below in the comments. And if you like these type of videos, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I don't know if I have a bell, but if I do have a bell, hit that bell so that you get my notifications. I'm not all that familiar with all of that stuff yet, but I am learning. This is Keto Granny saying, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Okay, so I was looking at a menu plan that I have for this week. I have a meal plan for 7 days. Each day is broken down into 3 meals, which is breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then 2 snacks. Now, I'm not going to eat that much during the day, but I have it broken down like that so that I'll have more choices. If I decide to have breakfast and dinner, or if I decide to have like one meal, how I could combine it, and then a snack. But I have each day written down, and I have some good food choices on those days. For day 1, for example, for breakfast, I'm having a spinach frittata, which is an egg dish with spinach in it. You can put a few other vegetables in there, maybe cut up a couple of cherry tomatoes, something like that. And then I'll have a couple of sausage with that and some coffee. If I decide not to have coffee, then I'll have apple cider vinegar with lemon juice. For my lunch, I'll make me something like a tuna salad, chicken salad, or an egg salad. And I'll use my lettuce leaves. So I'll make either 2 or 4 lettuce leaves with the egg salad, chicken salad, or the tuna salad on it. And then a couple of slices of bacon on the side to give me something crunchy and crispy. Or that I can also break up and put on my wraps, my lettuce wraps. For dinner, I can have something such as chicken, 6-ounce chicken, rotisserie chicken. Make sure that if you're eating chicken, make sure that you're leaving the skin on. You need to have that fat. Or I could have something like a small steak or something to that nature. And then I have here some cauliflower. So I'd have about 3/4 cups of cauliflower, 3/4 cups of broccoli, maybe 3/4 cups of some asparagus, something green and good. And then I'd have a salad, a side salad, a couple of cups of spring mix with some sugar-free salad dressing. Now, the salad dressing that I really, really like is the Catalina salad dressing, and that is a sweet dressing that is made by Kraft, and I really like that. So sometimes I may take that and then mix it up differently to make it like quite a bit of a sweet salad that's similar, sugar-free dressing that is similar to that. For a snack, I always have things like almonds, avocados, string cheese, celery, little packets of almond butter. I have those type of things on hand so that I can use those for my snacks. Also, I have beef jerky, different things like that, pepperoni slices in the refrigerator. Those different type of things that I can use. Again, for breakfast, I can have, let's see, another day for breakfast in here. I'm having cream cheese pancakes. So I'll have like 2 cream cheese pancakes with a couple of slices of bacon, along with some coffee with some heavy whipping cream or some more apple cider vinegar with some lemon juice and a pinch Himalayan pink sauce. For lunch, another salad with a few added nuts, such as a few pecans, maybe a few bacon bits, cut up a stick of celery in there, or, something like that, something to that nature I can have for lunch. For dinner, I can have some ribs. I can have them without the sauce. I can have the sauce on the side, put the sauce on the ribs. There are a lot of different sugar-free barbecue sauces that you can use by G.H. Hughes and others. You can find others also. Then have another salad with that. And in my salad, just add the things that I like, some tomatoes or some cheddar cheese, some Parmesan cheese, some bacon bits, a little bit of nuts again. But have those leafy greens. That's a good way to get some really good carbs in. That way you'll get your vitamins, your minerals, and you'll be making sure that you're replenishing your electrolytes and that you're eating foods that are going to make you feel good and you're getting your nutrients that you need in order for your body to function properly. Or I can have things like pork chops. I love pork chops, and I like to cook them in my air fryer. Or I'll cook pork chops and I'll use the pork skin rinds, or, you know, something to that nature in order to bread it. If I want a breaded pork chop, it's something I can still eat on the ketogenic diet. You just have to know how to properly prepare it and what oils that you can use when you're preparing it. Normally, I just use a little bit of avocado oil in order to make my pork chops when I am frying them or cooking them to that nature. Broccoli, making broccoli salads, that is so good also. Also, you can use broccoli to make other dishes, like add in some chicken along with some coconut aminos, or cut your beef up, some beef strips along with some coconut aminos. Makes a very, very good, tasty dish for you that you can have to eat. And like I say, for your snacks, have something like string cheese and a few nuts. Have some broth along with some string cheese. Something to that nature to get you past your hungry feeling. You can have keto spaghetti, where you can use like zucchini, spiral zucchinis for the spaghettis. Or you can make like an egg noodle spaghetti. There are a lot of different things that you can do in order to be successful on your weight loss journey, and along with having a lot of good dishes that you can eat. I myself, I like to eat a lot of burgers, and I have found like the keto hamburger bun, which I'm not saying it's got the best ingredients or anything like that, but it works for me as far as when I want to have a hamburger bun with my meal. And I eat burgers all the time, and I eat my burgers many ways. I eat them lettuce wrapped. I eat them just laid on a bed of lettuce. I eat them as 2 slices of patties with my condiments and cheese and everything in the middle of the meat. But there are just many, many ways that you can make your burgers. I use tortilla wraps, just a lot of different things, ways, like, you know, like I said, a lot of different ways that you can eat your meals, and you can make your meals taste good by the different things that you add. You can have steaks. You can add eggs on the side of your steaks and have that for a breakfast meal. Or a lot of people do what they call egg muffin cups, where they have some bacon and then put it in the muffin pan, pour you some eggs in there, adding you maybe a little spinach, a little bit of cheese, some bacon sprinkles on top. Pop that in your oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, and you have some egg muffin cups. So there are a lot of different things that you can do in order to be successful. Cut up some celery sticks and place it in the refrigerator. Have some peanut butter handy that you can use, and have those little packets of nut butter and almond butter. You can use those for little bitty fat treats. A lot of people just basically if they need some quick fat, something to tide them over to the next meal, they'll just take those almond butter packets or whatever and just eat the almond butter or whatever, just like that. So, like I say, many different ways in order for you to stay successful and stay focused on your weight loss journey, especially if you're doing keto. But any diet you're doing, you'll find a way to be successful if you're really, really serious about your results. Anyhow, hope that I've given you some good information, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye. All right, here we go. This is Kenny's meal. This is my meal.